here with a bunch more SEO industry veterans, just asking about their Brighton SEO experience. So guys, you want to introduce yourself to the camera and let us know who you are and what you do?
My name is Sido and I'm the Senior Technical SEO at Canon Europe.
Hello, I'm Nick Wilston. SEO, currently SEO at Vodafone.
Hi, I am Grant Simmons from Homes.com. I head up the search strategy department there.
Jerry White, SEO at Just Eat.
Hi, I'm David Snays. I'm digital marketing consultant and owner of Pay the Gecko.
Hello, I am Fabrizio. I run SEO at TransferWise.
I'm Dawn Anderson, movie marketing.
Damien from Mangat.
I'm Andrew from Optimising.
Nick Duddy, aka Data Boy.
I'm Milos from Chili Fruit.
I'm Catherine Kuhn from iPages.
So my name is Alex Gobson. I'm one of the co-founders of Pitchbox. We're an influencer outreach and a link building platform.
Jason Dewitt from the Marketing Eye.
Hello, my name is Xenia. I'm head of SEMrush Academy.
I'm Anna Colwood from Base Creative.
I have to admit, I really enjoyed Purna Virgis' talk. It was absolutely brilliant. You know, it kind of opened everybody's mind about voice search and how voice search is changing SEO.
I think I totally agree with that. I think we're in the same talk there, and Greg Gifford as well, covering what's potentially happening with voice search in the future. It's great to see what the potential is there and what people should be doing.
So for us, seeing Martin from Google was pretty good. He was talking about some of the problems in React sites, and that was great. And also, you never go wrong with like Mike King, iPullRank, and just talking about some of the unit testing that you should do on your development side. So that was great. Also popped into the voice search one and heard a little about that, because I think that's where everything's going.
Obviously.
Obviously yours.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I was listening to Barry.
You're listening to Barry?
Barry and Mike. The outstanding part was the bit where he was talking about how we basically need to be more considerate about JavaScript, our users, and how Google perceives it. It's kind of like that classic problem of the fact that developers, all shiny. SEO guys, yes, but how is it going to work?
Mainly the JavaScript side. There was, there was the guy from Google, and then there was Jamie as well.
I think Greg Gifford and Local and Voice, they're really coming together, and how the voice activation with Local, which I'm sure Nick knows all about, is a real sort of up-and-coming piece of SEO, but it's just basically reassessing all of the old stuff that we know to be true.
I really liked Izzy Smith's talk. She's from Six Rent-A-Car, and she did really practical stuff about how she's going after featured snippets and SERPs and stuff. She had some really cool examples of where they were ranking below their competitors, like third or fourth on the page, but by doing some really simple stuff, they're getting the featured snippet and then just getting an absolute boatload of traffic.
I've enjoyed quite a few of them, the mobile-based ones, the AMP ones, things to do with mobile.
I was at the Data Studio one upstairs, where I learned about, 220-200, which is for building dashboards that work. Great concept. Google it.
Am I allowed to see your talk?
I was going to say
just a free. Yeah, from
Ross's
Scotland.
talk is very good. I loved Ariana's Donahue one. It's just very good, very, very good.
I mainly come here for lunch, drinking beer and spending time with these guys, but yeah, Ross's was very good.
I liked the technical SEO talks this morning, and Mike King's was really good. So yeah, that's probably my favourite.
I like most Izzy Smith report. I love Greg Gifford report. I like yours report.
Ah, thank you. Your check's in the mail for that one. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm really interested in voice search. Whatever people say, I know it's a cliche, right? But it's coming. It's definitely coming, and it's definitely changing the way we think about SEO. Because nowadays it's not about the search engines, it's more about the actual customer, the person who comes to our website.
Totally, I think that's totally. It's the intent. It goes back to searcher intent. I think as well, it's trying to break some of the bad habits that we used to have. We got into the keyword stuffing and all the rest of it, trying to break the Google algorithms. But now it goes back to a human-to-human interaction, which I think is great.
And revenue, which is
and revenue as well.
The most important part, because visits without revenue, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just complaining about link building being so difficult. and what can we do to help. So that's what, I know this is not a Pitchbox pitch, but Pitchbox is a pitch box. Sorry for that, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people are struggling with link building, and they want to be able to scale that and create better processes around it.
So how did your talk go today?
Well, I think you have to leave that in the hands of the people that stayed there, but they did stay, so I think it was a good start. We had about 400 people there, and it went very well. Got a few tweets, was received quite nicely, and had a few nice compliments afterwards. So all good, yes. What I did is essentially talk about how Batman Aula has a great utility belt. It can pull out almost any tool you need, and how SEO folks should have exactly the same thing. So a toolkit, and this was specifically about position 0. So when you're looking for that top result in Google and in voice search, how can you get there, and what kind of tools help you get there?
It's the process and the scalability.
Right.
Kind of they go hand in hand, really. If you have a process, you're able to scale. So people are looking for better processes. How do they put things together? What goes after what? What are some of the steps they have to take in order to see more success? And scalability obviously comes right after you have a process, organized process implemented.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Rand, who essentially was yelling that Google are liars earlier this morning, so that was good. So I'm looking forward to that, and of course the after party.
Yeah.
It's where you kind of remember all the people you've met for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun, and then the weekend just enjoying the parents.
Fantastic. And if anyone out there wants to learn a little bit more about you or what you do, where should they go to find that?
Sure. So you can find me on Twitter at Simonet, that's SIMMONET, and on LinkedIn, also under Simonet, and homes.com. If anyone wants to ping me, you can get me at grant@homes.com.
There's a good amount of variety that's happening. There's people that have done, link building that's around content. They believe in it, content focused folks, and content definitely still works, whether you're doing guest posting or data studies. I've seen, in terms of, your question is where does it go? I see a lot of people doing data studies and then writing content around that, and then trying to gain some visibility for that type of content. That works really well. PR side of things, and I think that you promote that as well. Targeting journalists and the PR way. I've seen some great campaigns around that, and I think there's some future for that as well.
You need to get in quick, get your ticket.
Yeah.
You need to download the app, you need to see who's on, what's happening. You need to have an element of planning your day as well. And I'd probably definitely recommend, if you can, stop down in Brighton. If you don't live locally, enjoy the pre-party, the after-party, and just network, get to meet people. It's a great, great place to meet people, it really is.
Don't forget your badge.
Yeah.
Turn up on time because the queue is always massive. And move around a lot. There's a massive venue and there's loads of different talks. Don't kind of get stuck on, I must go to Auditorium 1, this is the biggest one. There's some really cool talks in some of the smaller rooms from people that you might not have heard of, but they've got really cool stuff to share.
Don't plan on doing anything that requires data or Wi-Fi, because there is none. Fair comment.
I would focus on a few people, literally 2, 3 or 4 maybe. Tweet them before Brighton, and then make sure that you're gonna speak with them and have a meaningful conversation, more than half an hour if that's possible, and get a card and then stick to these contacts.
Plan some questions in advance on the subjects that you're looking at, so that you don't have that awkward silence.
Good idea.
Well, I'd never do it, but you should.
I guess don't be afraid to just randomly introduce yourself to people.